Hey, Drew Rebar, Auditing Reno 911. Thanks for watching again. So we're doing part 2 of probably a multi-part series this weekend here. Judge Traum out of the Reno, Nevada Federal Court has ordered me to obey her. So I've got to go pick out all the videos or posts that I made that mention the defense attorneys in my federal civil rights case. So that's right. If you complain about the government and you say they violated your rights, and then they make up lies about you, you too shall have to go and spend hours and hours and hours of your life finding and cataloging your offenses that they cannot identify, where you did nothing wrong. Either way, you just get to waste a lot of your time filling in some paperwork. But hey, the judge will probably never read, just like she won't acknowledge my motions against these lying attorneys, Lindsay, Liddell, and Alison, Kertis. And let's not forget Amos Steggy, the DDA that attacked me in an elevator. Let's see. Do I still have got a copy of that on here? Do I still got a copy of Mr. Amos Steggy attacking me in an elevator? Let's share that in case you guys haven't seen that. So anyways, while I'm looking for that, my name is Drew Rebar. I'm a local business guy in Reno, Carson City, Nevada, Northern Nevada. Used to run my business in Northern and Southern Nevada. So I was down in Las Vegas, had operations, closed those up slightly after the pandemic. Yeah, I called it a pandemic. Big old scam, in my opinion. Okay, let's see here. There's a little video. So I got in an elevator the other day with this attorney. He's a deputy DA. And he crosses across the elevator in front of his security and attacks me. Yep, see right there. Watch him come forward with his briefcase in his fist. Yep, that's what we've got here in Washoe County, Nevada. Kind of cool, huh? Hey, Ted Wilcox. Yeah, they're pretty corrupt what's going on there. Anyways, I do have a mission to complete here today. And let's see if we can get back into it here. Let's find it here. This one there. I think that's the one I want to share. There we go. Make it a little bigger there. So the judge ordered me to make sure I made an index and a list of anything with Lindsay, Liddell, or Alison, Kertis. So this is all per a court order. Like I said, this is part 2 of the video. I spent about an hour and a half on this earlier today. And I got to spend some more time on it. So thanks for being interested. And what I'm looking for, let me pull that up here if I can again. I think I'm looking for this one here. Yeah, this one here. Just so everybody knows, a little quick rehash. The court has ordered me to, I'm restrained. This is my restraining order here. They gave an updated restraining order before I was even prohibited from talking about Washoe County, Reno, any of the defendants. So I couldn't even say the names of the defendants. Defendants of the government, they don't want me to talk about them. So what I'm doing here is compiling a log of all videos created by Mr. Rebar directly referencing Ms. Kertis, Ms. Liddell, that were posted in any of Mr. Rebar's social media channels, including any saved live feed videos between September 1st and November 13th, 2025. And here we are back to my Facebook feed. So let's see. Oh, this one right here, I found one. So tell me if you guys can hear this. I was having audio problems earlier, I guess. And I don't get to go to public events because they don't like my politics, I guess. And all that I want is the Constitution and government accountability. What's bad about those politics? I think if you're on the left, you can agree the government needs to be accountable. I think if you're on the right, you can agree the government needs to be accountable. Pretty simple. I don't get to go to public events because they don't like my politics, I guess. So anyways, this is an email that's in this picture right here from Lindsay Liddell, and she's anti-slap motion. Here, we got to talk about this. Sorry about that. We're interrupting here. Well, I filed an anti-slap motion against this whole TRO thing and restraining order thing. And you know what the judge did with my anti-slap? Didn't address it, ignored it. All of the filings I've made, this judge has ignored. Filed an anti-slap back, so they had to burden of proof. They never met any burden of proof. They've never proven that I've violated the law as far as making threats of speech. But anyways, yeah, no, anti-slap, I did that. So good suggestion, but it doesn't work. Oh, whoops, Ted, a complaint to the state bar. What do you mean? I did that too. You know what they said? They said, hey, it's in court. The judge got to deal with it. So this is how our system works. We, the people, are told to use the system to protect ourselves, and the system will work for us. But it's all just a fucking lie. The state bar is a joke. State of Nevada bar is a joke. This judge is just I shared, maybe we'll share that again here. If you guys want to see it. Now I gotta get these things listed. So, Ted, you're kind of as silly as I was, thinking you get to file a complaint to the state bar and they'll do anything. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was under that illusion too until they shattered it. So let me paste that into my little word processor thing. And let's go down and find some more. Oh, here's another one. Here's that Amos Steggy one. See, did I mention Lindsay Liddell? Let's see. Got to find out if we mentioned Lindsay Liddell in this one. Let's rewind it here. Okay, he's got a guard. Now, let's think about this. 3 men walk into an elevator. Let's examine this. 3 men walk into an elevator. One of them's got a gun, a badge, and a body camera. And I'm just simply a guy trying to ask a government employee some questions. So, guess we didn't mention Lindsay Liddell or Steggy or receptionist, Sierra Crest Business Law Group, build our center. Whoops, spelled that part wrong for the AI stuff. This could be one. This is probably one that the government and other people don't want us to share. So, and we got 53 seconds to waste our time. Well, sorry, not waste our time. Obey the court order to make sure that we didn't mention Lindsay Liddell or Alison Kertis, but it is Sierra Crest Law Group, and that's who Alison Kertis works for. And just to remind everybody who Alison Kertis is, she's an attorney that works for Sierra Crest Business Law Group. She represents our center. That's the local LGBTQ nonprofit that banned me from going to Pride events and doesn't like me to go to the library because they don't like my camera. And I sued them for it, and she's representing them. And here we're talking about the lawsuit. So let's see if I mention these attorneys' names. I, the undersigned Guadalupe Garcia, state under penalty of perjury the following. I'm over age 18 and competent to testify regarding the matters asserted herein, which are based upon my personal knowledge, save and except for any stated upon information, but as to such matters, I believe each to be true. Excuse me again. I'm employed as a receptionist. So what I'm reading right here is this is their sworn statement to the court, where they accused me of stalking them, going to their workplace and driving by with a menacing attitude or whatever bullshit they described. That's not word for word, but basically what these people did with the court is they turned my civil rights lawsuit around. And instead of just answering the questions that I raised to the court, are these civil rights violations, getting kicked out of a library, having the door slammed on you, not being able to access government social media, are those civil rights violations? And let's just solve these simple questions, Your Honor. Instead of the court doing that, what the court does instead is the court believes these attorneys' lies that I'm now this. After 57 years of life, I'm some stalker. Never stalked anybody in my life. Why bother wasting time on people? I got enough stuff to do in life. Anyway, so they made up these bullshit lies, told the court that I'm the stalker, and got this restraining order against me because they're so afraid of me. The only problem is I got GPS data that shows that I was nowhere near these buildings at that time because, we all carry these phones around with us. The GPS track every move we make and every conversation we have and do all that other good stuff. So I don't know why you'd lie about somebody being somewhere they weren't. For Sierra Crest Business Law Group, who represents Build Center, a defendant named in that certain proceeding currently pending before the United States, yada, yada, yada. Testimonies made in support of defendant Build Center, motion to, take away my constitutional rights. Guadalupe, I'm sure you believe in the Constitution, don't you? And you wouldn't do anything to deny another citizen's constitutional rights, would you? So anyways, I don't know if I got to share that one with them. It doesn't mention their names, but it mentions one of the law firms. So just to be better than safe than sorry, we're going to make sure we categorize that video and save it so we can send the index of videos to the court and have the defense analyze them. Oops, here's another one. So we only got to go back to September 1st and we're back to October 27th. So got a bit more work to do on this overburdening complaint these people have against me and don't have any proof. So this one, Ratliff. So I don't think, I don't think I mentioned Alison Kertis in this one. Let's go down this one here. Do I mention anything in this one? Let's check it out. If you're doing the right thing, there should be no stress, right? Or when you're doing, so ask yourself this question. If you're out there doing the right thing, are you stressed out? If you're out there doing the wrong thing, are you stressed out? Which one puts that big knot in your gut? I'm doing the wrong thing. I know how I feel and it's not good. I'm doing the right thing. I'm pretty happy and don't worry about a whole lot of stuff. Excuse me. Okay, that one doesn't mention the attorney, so I don't got to share it. What's this one here? I'm reading from the court case, so I should probably just double check and make sure that I'm not go on. Names. He recently used obscene language to a library board of trustees trustee to incite her and later attempted to follow members of the public to their vehicle. You can say whatever cuss word you want to say, and so can I. Cussing. Oh, push the button. to go on. Sorry about that. See, I think I was about here. What do you want to say? There we go. And so can I. Cussing for exclamatory purposes, to put an exclamation point on your words, to make sure that people know that you are upset. There is nothing. I'm going to not swear, but I admit cussing. I purposely cuss because that's my free right, and the government doesn't get to tell any of us we don't get to cuss. For nothing in that one. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, this says Lindsay Liddell on it, so I got to make sure I share this one with the court. We'll keep going. False claims, doxing clients. Have you guys, if you watch my videos, have you ever heard me give anybody's personal address or personal information? That's doxing. I've never done that. So I don't know how she's gotten evidence of me doxing clients. Maybe it's like that email she sent me where she's giving that, voicemail that she's giving me, that she's giving the court where the guy called Dr. Ratliff and told him he was a lawyer and lied to him. I didn't do it, but they're using that against me in the court. Okay, let's keep going here. Video barbering library board meeting showing casing. So there's an important to stand up. Let's see, is this one where I talked about during or after? Oh, yeah, this one I might have said some names. So if I said their names, I gotta waste my time. I'm just one man that publishes videos about these people, that catches them in their lies. And look what they try to do to me. While attending the Library Board of Trustees meeting, whether before, during, or after, rebar shall not harass, threaten, intimidate, or follow any person, including the appointed trustees, library staff, and members of the public. If during any Library Board of Trustees meeting a trustee ejects rebar for behavior that disrupts the forum, rebar shall be required to immediately remove himself from the premises. Okay, so I didn't mention their names there. See if I mention anybody's name in this one. Rewind there. Look at him. This is just. Anyways, I think that's what I got to share today. There, look at that big shit-eating grin in that asshole's face. Should he be a government employee, especially if he's lying to the court? That's really what we got to find out. Well, didn't say their names in that one. Don't think that one's a different one. It's Peter Truman there. Peter Truman, you're whoever you are. You called up one of the people involved in this case and you said you were a lawyer. That was kind of a funny, not really. Well, Benson did a sense of humor, I guess. So let's see, in this one, did I say Lindsay Liddell's name? A badge and a body camera. And I'm just simply a guy trying to ask a government employee some questions. Now, this government employee, he's prosecuting somebody, trying to take away their freedom of speech. Well, let's just put it up there what this guy is trying to do as a prosecutor in a case. So Amos Steggy is prosecuting a man named Stuart Hanty. Stuart Hanty used to be a sheriff, highway patrol. I've talked about him, done some videos on him before. And he offered him this plea deal. And part of this plea deal is, now I don't know Mr. Hanty other than through my journalism stuff. He reached out to me and wanted to come on the channel and describe some things that happened in his life. You can go back and look in the links and find Stuart Hanty, and we did a live together, and he talked about being a cop. And then he got in some trouble with the government because the government didn't like what he did, and they prosecuted him. And one of the things they don't want him to do is talk to me, I guess. Now, the only thing I do is put stuff on the internet so you all, the public, can look at it and decide, is this right or is this wrong? You figure it out. It ain't for me. I just show you what I find. But I think I find some pretty weird stuff. So yeah, so this guy, he's a prosecutor, puts people in prison, and I guess attacks people in elevators. Okay, didn't say the names Kertis or Liddell in that one. Oh, this one I might have said their names because I'm talking about their lies into pockets, everybody. We all carry these magical GPS devices. And if you go into your settings and stuff, you can go into this one section called, where I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Anyways, it's called Your Timeline. And you go into your timeline, and guess what you can do there? And you can go back in that calendar, and you can track exactly where the hell you were, when you were, yada, yada, yada. Guess what I did? That was September 15th, I think she said there. But lo and behold, I was never there. I was, looks like I was around Washoe Valley, and I was around Carson City. That's nowhere near where you say I was, you fucking liars. You lied to the court. You perjured yourself. Why do you need to lie? Don't lie. Tell the truth. Solve the problem. But instead, what the government does is they make up lies to bullshit the public so that they can keep making money off of us instead of just solving the problem. Oh, Lindsay, Liddell, or Alison, Kertis mentioned. Okay, that's not the same set of videos. That's another video. Some body cam stuff that I got of a guy getting arrested because he was, he honked his horn at a cop and the cop arrested him. So that's what these videos were there. So no Lindsay, Liddell. Well, here we go. I announced my candidacy. Okay, so I probably didn't say any Lindsay, Liddell stuff there. So we won't waste our time on that one. Don't think I meant, well, I don't know. If I fail, I don't want to fail here for the court. Man that kicked me out of a public event, public street, worked at a public university. So I went and tried to get public records on him. You can go watch that video too. Let's see. Then they said, Bill our Center, he was president of council's office disturbingly. He posted details on YouTube. Yeah, I shared a public records request with We the People. So y'all can watch what happened and decide, should our government be doing this? And I found out that the man that kicked me out of a... Okay, so I didn't mention the names in that one. Uh-oh. Here's one. I was naughty. Here's the name Alison Kertis. And I said she lied in court. There's her picture. So I better make sure we share this with the judge so they can try to find me guilty of something here. Here, let me show you again why I got a picture of you. Let me put your mug back up there so everybody can know who you are. That's Alison Kertis. She's a liar. Hey, Alison, if I'm libeling you, sue me. You're a lawyer. You should be good at suing people. You know what? I'm not lying. I'm just pissed off because you're lying about me. Picture of Mr. Rebar, paralegal Jerry Scott. Oh, so Jerry Scott and Guadalupe were talking about it together. Nice. I was able to connect the dots. Guadalupe connect the dots and recognize the man driving the car as Mr. Rebar. Okay, definitely said Alison Kertis on that cover page there. So sorry, I'm a little bit of a smart ass on this. Washoe, Chris Hicks. So I talked about Washoe County. We've got to make sure we share this one. Ms. Liddell is an employee of Washoe County District Attorney Chris Hicks. Said Liddell, Chris Hicks has a duty and an obligation to serve the people that voted for him. But they don't seem to serve the people that voted for them. They just seem to try to screw the people over. So these are people we got to get rid of in our government, is the people that aren't serving your interests. To live your life freely as an American citizen, where they're trying to take our rights away, and that's what these people are trying to do. Okay, oops, here's one. Got 110,000 followers on October 26th, and I think I'm up to 118,000 now. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys watching my stuff. Let's try to make some change and solve the problem. Here's Alison Kertis's name, so I got to make sure I share this with put this on my index of stuff. The long and the short is we're supposed to be communicating. I insist on doing it so it's documented. Lindsay Liddell, who purports to be afraid of me and need counseling and can't sleep because of my actions, she wants to have an undocumented meeting. She wants to have like a phone conversation where I don't record it, but she's afraid of me. Now, if you're afraid of somebody, do you do things where you're not protected? Okay, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned anything with Lindsay Liddell in this one anywhere. Uh-oh, here's one. Anything you... What behavior? You mean like sharing public records? Anything you do in a lawsuit's public. We're not sealed by the court. At this time, I hadn't had a restraining order on me, so everything wasn't public while I was restrained from speaking and sharing it. And my whole goal in doing this is to show where government corruption is. And you are the epitome of government corruption. And that's why you don't want to see the light of day, the light of press, the light of media, is because you're corrupt. What behavior? You mean like sharing public records? Anything you do in a lawsuit's public. We're not sealed by the court. And my whole goal in doing this is to show where government corruption is. And you are the epitome of government corruption. And that's why you don't want to see the light of day, the light of press, the light of media, is because you're corrupt. What behavior? You mean like sharing? Sure. And this one is the political banned list that our center and the city of Reno enforced against me. So I don't think I talk about Lindsay Liddell in this one, but there's 1 minute and 49 seconds, so I better not risk. Oh, there's a Lindsay Liddell email, so I better make sure this one's going to go into the... I want to say thank you to the people out there that see the problem and are sending me information. Thank you very much. Keep sending me stuff that really helps put all the pieces together of what the government's doing behind our back, because just like we found out with Miss Alison Kertis, they keep pictures of us. They do all this stuff. I've got stuff because I do journalism stuff and I'm telling stories and I need to share the story. Other than that, I wouldn't have pictures of any of these people on my computer. Why are you keeping a picture of me? Ratliff, other people, Reno PD kicked me out of the Pride event because I'm on a political ban list. I don't get to go to public events because they don't like my politics, I guess. And all that I want is the Constitution and government accountability. What's bad about those politics? I think if you're on the left, you can agree the government needs to be accountable. I think if you're on the right, you can agree the government needs to be accountable. Let's go make laws to rein in the government and protect the people from the government. I'm going to get going. Enjoy the windstorm. And I'll share some more of the adventures of dealing with corrupt Washoe County, corrupt Carson City, corrupt government in general. And I'm running for Assembly District 40. And my whole goal of running is I want to go make laws to make government accountable, make it so good government employees have a way to get rid of the bad. This is the part that really offends these government employees and not be retaliated against. So we can make a better government and make a better workplace for the good people that are there. I want good, strong laws that stop people from stealing and hurting other people. But other than that, government should really let everybody live their life. Okay, what's the next? Oops, I say their names. Are Washoe County attorneys Lindsay Liddell and Amos Steggy lying? So I got to make sure I share this. It's just what's that right there? Oh, that's a 51-minute video. So I might have already put this in the list. I'm not going to play that thing all the way through. Never get this done if I played every single one of them. Mention their name. See, I don't think that's. Oops. See, I think. Okay. Got that in the list. The index through. Let's see. And this is, oops, I think it's got Lindsay Liddell's name on it because it's a court motion, so it says her name, so we got to make sure we intimidating. The index this behavior towards defense counsel, clients, and witnesses. Did I just read that right? Intimidation. Let me see. Who is, sorry to do this to you, make you watch this so many times, but this is just baffling to me. Now, who was intimidating here? Who was the one attacking who? Was I attacking this asshole, or was this asshole attacking me, then laughing about it? Yep. Okay. Did I say their name in this one? Don't think I said their name. So again, I have to report anything with the names Alison, Kertis, and Lindsay Liddell, where I made a reference to a social media post. I've got to share that with the court. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going back through my feed, and well, thanks for spending the time with me. Anyways, let me take a quick break from scrolling through the videos and just say I appreciate everybody watching, appreciate everybody's help. If you do want to try to help me out, I'm going to ask for help. It's not something I'm really good at so much, but this is taking up a lot of my time and a lot of my life and my job. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with courts, and but if you'd like to donate to me, there's a little thing you can donate to me if you like. So yeah, any donations would be greatly appreciated. Fighting the government, I found, is just it's becoming more than a full-time job. It takes me away from running my business. It takes me away from doing a lot of the things that I'd much rather be doing. So any help out there, I would appreciate. And there's also a link down in the description of the video. So again, thank you. So we'll get back to finding some more videos, because this is just tedious as anything. So let's see here. Going back, we're back to October 25th. And oh, this is the guy that got arrested. This is other body camera. Let's see. Yep. So here's this one. We're back to Lindsay Liddell. So it says her name. Share, copy. Paste that one there. Let's see. Trying to take away Stuart Hanty's ability to communicate with people. Do you see a pattern here? Aimless Steggy wants to take away Stuart Hanty's ability to communicate with people, his freedom of speech. Lindsay Liddell, or said her name, wants to take away my ability to communicate with people. And that's exactly what she did about things that are really happening. Why do you think they don't like that? Okay. Anyways, let's keep creating that list, that index of videos where I mention these attorneys' names. Highlights attorney, oops, and it's one of the legal actions. So people based on their speech and their political beliefs, that's what they've done to me. And they wonder why I might be a little upset. Do you understand not to come within 600 feet speaking with or sending any type of written communication, including any social media platform, to the library or any library employees? They don't want me to petition my government. A rebar should be enjoined, restrained, and prohibited from continuing to post content. So they want me to stop posting content. This is what the Constitution is for. This is what And for almost a Washoe County District, for almost a week, they stopped me from posting any content about this stuff. For 6 days, I was restrained from talking about Washoe County, restrained from talking about the city of Reno, any of the defendants. They restrained me. This was before they got the restraining order. This was their motion for the temporary restraining order. Just sick. District Attorney Chris Hicks is against. This is what many of the government employees and bureaucrats that we've allowed to work in our government believe, is they should be able to control what it is we're doing. This is crazy. So by the way, guys, hey, like, subscribe, comment, do all that other good stuff. Help me grow the channel, help spread the word about our corrupt government, what these people are doing, trying to take away our First Amendment rights. Okay. I don't think I mentioned, let's see, this is okay, I think I might have mentioned it on that one. Attacking who? Was I attacking this asshole, or was this asshole attacking me, then laughing about it? So anyways, Washoe County has a motion for a restraining order against me, along with our senator. And so they go in here to say, defendant, Washoe County Library. So anyways, shared that with them. Let's see, I just got to get through this. Watching every single one of these is just time consuming. No fear. There's an interesting Lindsay Liddell. So this one I've got to make sure I copy the link, post it in the thing, paste. So many videos. I try to post about every hour. I've got an automated posting thing that posts stuff for me. And so, yeah, I've got a lot of videos to go through to meet the mandates of this court order. And it's not all stuff related to this lawsuit. It's just miscellaneous stuff to show people what's going on in the government. Show the bad stuff that's happening in the government. Uh-oh. That was outside let's see here. This one here, district attorney faked information. So I might have mentioned their name in here. So I'm going to go with the safest course of action and share that link with the court. Let's see. So many. Uh-oh, here's one. So I'm not sure if I mentioned Lindsay Liddell's name in there, but we'll share that link. Let's see, it's 26 seconds. Because you don't like my political positions, along with some other people in our community, obviously. Why are you allowing them to interrupt my time? I'm going to name all of you in the lawsuit if you allow this to happen. When you had the LGBTQ person up here several months ago, they were allowed to continue to speak. Why is my time interrupted? Yeah. See, my time gets interrupted. They all get to speak. I didn't talk about Lindsay Liddell in there, though. Oops, let's see. Do I talk about her here? just more about free speech. And here's these German filmmaker dudes that interrupt me here if you haven't seen this. Well, I'm going to leave here in a second. When my 3 minutes are up, I got 44 seconds left of my time. So now I'd like to have a moment of silence for free speech in this room.
The moment of what? I don't understand the word.
Well, that's okay. I got the sound right here in mine. Mine's got the sound. I'll put it online. Everybody can see it. So it'll be public. I get more views than you guys do anyways. So why do I need to collect all the videos? That's a great question. Why do I need to collect all the videos? Let me share with you here why I need to collect all the videos. Because the court ordered me to. The defense counsel says that I'm stalking them, harassing them, yelling at them, that I'm a very, very mean man and they've never dealt with anybody like me. Well, the only thing I'm doing is putting stuff online that's true. I guess they don't like seeing stuff that's true. So it's this section right here. It says, it is further ordered Mr. Rebar compile a log of all videos created by Mr. Rebar directly referencing Ms. Kertis and Ms. Liddell. See, the real issue is these attorneys are trying to say I'm saying illegal things in my videos. And for that, I should have a restraining order and shouldn't be able to speak or make videos or share information about them. And the way the law is supposed to work and the way the courts are supposed to work is unless I make a direct threat, incite violence, or that type of thing. You can't go around talking about how you're going to off somebody or threaten to off somebody, or you can't yell fire in the theater, or you can't incite violence. And they're saying that I hurt their feelings so bad that they need my video censored. And so this judge is a liberal judge that's making me do this. Well, I shared this the other night. Maybe I should share it again. Let's see if I can find it. I'll share the video of when this Judge and Traum went through the Senate confirmations. Let's see here. And I think it was 2021. There it is right there.
Mr. Traum, do you think we should forgive criminal?
So this is the type of judge that this Ann Traum is, and this is where she comes from. Now remember, this is all about, I tried to go to a public library, and the LGBTQ had the library closed off to people that they didn't want to have come in. And so basically they took a public place for their own private event. And I don't care if you're LGBTQ, go screw who you want. Ain't my gay. My morals, my ethics, my beliefs affect me, yours affect you. And well, we're supposed to do certain things and not do other things. But you do you, I do me. My things are good for me. Your things are good for you. Anyways, I'll get off the proselytizing there. But this is the hearing that we had with the Senate when Judge Traum was confirmed back in 2021. So this was pandemic time, and this is Senator Kennedy. And I love Senator Kennedy. But listen how Judge Traum answers the questions and recognize that this is an LGBTQ issue.
Misbehavior in the name of social justice?
Senator, thank you for that question. I recognize that all issues of crime and all responses to crime are fundamentally policy issues. So those are important issues. They're important for our community and our nation. but I leave those policy issues to policymakers. If confirmed as a judge, I would not be a policymaker.
I'm not
I would
asking
be
your, I'm
in
not
the-
asking your opinion as a judge. I'm asking your opinion as a person, as a law professor. I'll stipulate with all of you that you're all going to be fair and unbiased, okay? Now, do you think that criminal misbehavior, an illegal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
So, Senator, I do believe that all criminal policy is fundamentally a policy issue.
Yes, ma'am, but do you
that
think,
Criminal activity is a policy issue.
as a person, as a professor, that an illegal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
Senator, that is not a view that I have taken in my work, and what
So
I would
that's
say,
no? Is your answer no?
Senator, in my work, I have not taken that view, and in my my
I'm
view,
asking, Professor, what you believe. I think this is really straightforward. You're a professor. Do you believe that an illegal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice? It's pretty simple.
So, Senator, I believe that we have criminal laws that are created by policymaking bodies like this one.
I got all that. Do you believe that a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
So, Senator, we have not only criminal laws, but we have a criminal process by which people come before the court to be held accountable if they are charged with a crime. And I have enormous respect for that process.
I do too. Do you believe that a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
Why can't she just say no?
Senator, when people come before the court, if they are charged with a crime, that is a highly individualized and fact-specific process
I agree
for
with that,
all
too.
who are involved, and I respect that process.
I respect the heck out of it. Do you believe?
Goes on and on and on about it, but let's just get to the end and we'll show you what the senator says about her in the end here.
I'm one for about 20. I can't vote for you. Not if you're not going to answer questions. I mean, that was embarrassing.
That's my judge. Wouldn't you want to be in front of her? Now let's get back to following the court order here. Just amazing. Okay. So I don't think I mentioned Lindsay Liddell here. I think I mentioned her there. Crazy, crazy. Uh-oh. So there's this, let's, I don't know if I don't think I mentioned their name, but there's this county employee, her name is Kate Salim, and she's pretty involved with these German filmmakers. She passed them notes and did some other things. And the German filmmakers, if you haven't been watching my videos, are these two people that come to these meetings and focus their cameras in very exaggerated manners right on me, and they clap during my public comments, and they interrupt my public comments, and they're allowed to be disruptive and interrupt me. But God forbid if I should do anything to, God forbid I should do anything. So let's see what happens with this comment here. So Kate Salim was just up here, and I've got to disagree with her. Why does a county employee get to play a part in interrupting my public comment? So what I see is corruption. Nope, didn't mention the attorneys. Yep, here's where they were all clapping for me through my public comment on this one. I already shared that one, so I don't think I mentioned the attorneys there. Band list, our center. So I talked about our center. Did I mention their attorneys? Don't think so. What did I do on this one? Did I mention them? This is just Amos Steggy, I think. Any comments on here? That guy here, this guy doesn't like me, this Jim Handock. Check this. Hey, Jim, if you're watching, hey, man. He calls me Rebar the retard, is mentally unstable person. You should not be running for assembly. In Nevada, he's unhinged and paranoid. Let's go check Jim out. Hey, Jim. So Jim doesn't like me so much. That's Jim. Hi, Jim. He's got a big American flag. I wonder if his tongue is black, though. Jim's sitting on his boat. He got his COVID shot. Hey, Jim. I think you're probably, anyways, I'm not going to criticize the COVID shot. He's got his big blue line flag up there. That's Jim's issue. Jim's a big old bootlicker. That's why we salute. Okay, what other pictures you got up here, Jim? You got your flag. That's what Jim's got. He's got some other stuff. He likes America. He just doesn't like the Constitution so much, huh, Jim? Anyways, Jim is one of my fans, I think, here. Whoops, did I screw it up? I screwed up. That means we got to spend time scrolling again. Okay, what was I, like October 26th or 25th or something like that? Just lots of scrolling backwards here. Wonder if there's an easier way to do it. So I've tried searching the words Liddell and Kertis, but that doesn't seem to find everything. So the only real way to do this is to go through each one of these. Shared that with everybody in the last video. We're down to October 29th. And again, thanks for watching. All that other good stuff. Like, subscribe, do all the happy YouTube algorithm stuff. This is October 28th. And maybe someday, past that, past all that stuff. Thanks for going along for the ride. I appreciate watching. But I think since I've got to do this, I'm looking at how much time it's costing me to do this, to relive stuff I've already relived. I might as well share what the process is with everybody. And the other thing this does is it keeps a pretty good record of the time that I spend doing it, complying with the court's orders. Oh, we're making progress. October 23rd. We're doing better than I thought. Okay, here's the library meetings where I was talking about stuff. Oh, okay, I think that's right where we were. Yeah. So I didn't say Liddell's name in there. Scrolling along, political. I don't think I mentioned her in that any of this stuff here. The band list. And for those of you that haven't been watching or didn't know, I'm going to be talking about a banned list sometime, so I'll just share that again, just so keep anybody up that hasn't been watching. Where did it go? Where did it go? Show you a picture of the banned list. What the banned list is for when Reno had its Pride Day and its Pride Parade and Pride Festival, and all the rainbow good stuff that our government's been so good at promoting the last bunch of years. They created a banned list of people that they did not want to have in their Pride event. And my name was on that list. And so I tried to go to Pride and they kicked me out and used the cops to do it. And that's what the banned list is. So it's a list of people that are persona non grata in public events. And that list is what led to part of this conflict. Because you can't keep the public out of public events when you disagree with their politics or you disagree with their religions or you disagree with whatever. One group doesn't get to keep the other groups out of public spaces, and that's pretty much what's happened. Created this conflict, made the lawyers lie about me because they don't want to resolve the case because they don't want me to win. That's what Alison Kertis said in the hearing the other day with Judge Traum. Oh, here's a question. Let's change this question for a second. What's going on with the mayor and Beadle? This disclosure, I've met Beadle before and talked to him. Seems like a nice man to me. He's never offered me anything. As far as the mayor and the tracking devices, if anybody knows about that, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, during political time, a man hired a private investigating company to investigate a couple of politicians. One was Reno Mayor Hillary Shiv, I call her. She's a liberal Democrat. And another one is Von Hartung. He was a Washoe County Commissioner. And he is now the chairman of the Nevada Transportation Authority, which is the agency that regulates my business in the state of Nevada. So he's the chairman of that organization. And full disclosure, I've talked to Von Hartung over the years. I respect the way he runs the organization compared to other people. I think the organization overall is very corrupt. And I think he sees that too. So Beatles put tracking devices on, or Beatles didn't. Beatles didn't know tracking devices were being used, is what the story is. But he paid a private investigator to gather information on these two political people locally. And they got tracking devices on them and tracked all over the place wherever they went. And they both felt violated by this act from this private investigator that did this. And everybody wanted to know who paid the private investigator, and they took it all the way up to the Supreme Court that declined to hear the case. And the local courts had ordered that the name of the person paying the private investigator be released. And it turned out to be a man named Robert Beadles. And he's been involved in local politics. And again, from I've met Robert before, had conversation with him. He's not a bad guy. He's helped people. He's helped people on the left run for office. He's helped people on the right run for office. And I think I actually align with him pretty good. He just wants clean elections. And that's really what he fights for. And he wants honest politics. And he uses his money to try to make sure politics are honest. That's my opinion. Anyways, let's get back to this. And if you're on the left side of politics, you probably don't like Robert Beadles because he uses his money to influence politics. Kind of like, well, I don't want to compare him to anybody on the left because Well, where is the left and the right? I'm just really center. I just want to be in the middle. I think I just want common sense for everybody. But I think he's more common sense than what the leftists are. Okay, back to finding videos that have the names Alison, Kertis, and Lindsay Liddell again. So, scanning through those. Case law, Roseberry was citing some case law there. Don't think I named any attorneys in that one. Case law protects political ban lists. Don't think I'm naming them there. Oh, these videos went crazy here with this army lady. People love these things. Let's see here. Oops, there I am again talking about censorship rules, Cohen versus California. Cohen versus California basically says you get to swear. The censorship board. Let's see here. Oh, this one right here. Yeah, this lady. Anyways, people, like I said, got these videos right here got lots of views from this army captain that was out drinking and driving and got pulled over, and the cops had to break out her window. Yeah, let's see what here. Let's watch this one real quick for a second, just because.
You do by Florida law, so I'm not going to argue with you. What's going to happen is you're either going to roll the window down and cooperate from here on out,
What are you detaining?
or right now you're impeding an investigation.
I'm investigating for what?
For a traffic violation.
Yeah, this lady's nuts. Let's see, where's one where they broke out her window? Here's where she gets handcuffed. Yeah, but anyways, Air Force captain or whatever, she's a medical person. She was at drunk driving in California, and well, you can see she got arrested, and kind of crazy. Okay. This is when I went to, okay, this is about Stuart Hanty, so I don't think I was talking about any of the attorneys there. Oh, here we go. So look at this. Okay, so what this is right here is this is our center. Bob Conrad. So Bob Conrad, he publishes This is Reno. And I don't think Bob likes me very much. Pretty certain he doesn't. He's a little leftist. Very LGBTQ plus friendly. He is he does some teaching at the University of Nevada, Reno. But his articles are always a little snide towards me. And he, in his articles, reported that I'd injured a librarian, which was a lie. I haven't injured anybody. They made up lies. So he's part of pushing this narrative against me. But he gave $3,000 to our center, which is the LGBTQ organization that I'm suing. And to quote, what I discovered about our center is they're involved with a program called Scarletine Queer Sex. Oops, sorry, YouTube. I don't want to screw up the algorithm too much there. Or Facebook if they don't like it. But yeah, this last part right here is really bothersome. So Bob Conrad, hey buddy, why don't you just be nice and report nice stuff and instead of bullshit? Stop being so far left and just try to be in the middle and show people what's really going on. So there I'm trying to file some public records. Don't think that has anything to do with these Lindsay Liddell's or Alison Kertis's stuff. Nope, nothing there. Thank you. I need the help. Anybody that can help me, please help me. Is this the one? I think they bust out the window on her in this one.
$1721. It's my permanent ID number. Deputy McKenzie. It's right here, ma'am.
No, they don't bust the window out on her, that one. Let's see here. And just think, I've got to go through this one Facebook page and spend all this time on it. Uh-oh, what do we have right here? Okay. So this is Michael Sternberg. Anyways, he's a dad that's having his kids kept away from him. Oh, here we go. See, did I say anything about Lindsay Liddell in this one? This is where the Reno police commander, the ex-Reno police commander, got arrested for soliciting minors. I definitely will include this one. Okay, let's keep going because we're down to October 18th. We've only got, what, 30 days in September, or 18, so we've only got 48 days to go back in this feed to make sure I didn't mention these two attorneys. And this is where this guy right here, he was a, not that guy. This guy right here, he was a cool guy to talk to. He was pretty straight up. Anyways, he admitted that they're taking ballots out of warehouses and bringing them into the counting machines. So in Washoe County, if you vote, it's probably good to know that your ballots are taken to warehouses prior to taking to the office where they're counted. Why do they take them to warehouses, you think? But you can trust the elections here, right? Here's that City of Reno guy right there. Going dealing with the registrar of voters, Legislative Council Bureau. Guy soliciting minors, guy soliciting minors. So many videos. I guess that's the downside and the upside of using AI to help you get content out to people so people can see what's going on. Oh, here's what's amazing to me and how many people have just been watching my stuff. So on October 16th, I had 78,888 followers, and today I'm up to 118,000. Amazing. Thank you for watching. Okay. No Lindsay Liddell. This is going to the Attorney General's office in Carson City. Going to the governor's office, Secretary of State, going and talking to them. Because all these people, what I've found is the people, some of the people working there are really, really good people. Oh, here we go. So we're at October 14th. So I've only got, what, 44 more days to scan through this to get through this one thing here. And got to share this link because I mentioned Lindsay Liddell in this link here. And I think most of you have seen this, but this is an email that she sent to her clients that somebody somehow I got it. I'm not going to say how I got it. because she's just pissed off that I got it, because this is where she lies about me to her clients and tries to scare them. Be cautious in any interactions with him, meaning me, is what Lindsay Liddell says, to avoid becoming involved in any additional baseless legal claims in our case. And if I do anything that makes them feel unsafe, they should utilize the county workplace violence resources. I've never been violent, never done anything. Okay, so she didn't like that one there, because she keep scrolling down here. So this is where a buddy of mine went to Social Security. He was 75 years old. These videos I'm scrolling through right here. And the security guards, one of them actually touched him and pushed him backwards, said he couldn't come in. So I went down there a couple days later with my camera and talked to him and got the cops there. And I don't think the guy works there anymore, because my friend, he had a video of them touching him and pushing him back. And like I said, he's a 75-year-old dude. Here's I'm not allowed to go up in this office anymore. So in this video right here, I was in the Washoe County District Attorney's office, and the man at the top, he had squatters on his land, and they assaulted him and did a bunch of other stuff. And you know what Washoe County District Attorney Chris Hicks did? Just reduced all the charges against him, and basically the guy got the guy that hurt this guy here, nothing happened to him pretty much. Hey, Dave. Let's keep going down here. So anyways, here's how they do some ballot stuff. Makes you question things. Oops, Washoe County DA's office. Nope. So this has nothing to do with Liddell or Kertis. And just so you know, I'm looking for the names Lindsay Liddell or Alison Kertis, so I can create a document to send to the court per their order. It's this one here. Okay, I don't think I mentioned their names in that one there. Those there. I think I mentioned them there. Oh, they didn't like me doing this one. They said I was intimidating people in this video here, because these people have been walking around all night long following me with their camera. But see the big camera she's got in her hand from the 1990s? They were following me around with this thing, trying to harass me, dressed up like little German filmmakers. And they accused me of harassing them because they can record me, but I can't record them. That's what these people are like. So yeah, I don't think I mentioned the attorney's names there in any of these. October 12th. So we got to go back to September 1st. That's where we're heading back to. Seeing all the stuff I got in my feed. What else do we got? I don't think I was talking to them. Oh, yeah. See this chick again right here? Picking her nose. There we go. See, can we blow this up? That's a little bit better.
I have a lot of power. Sorry you didn't. I have a lot of power. Sorry you didn't get invited to the gay party. They love building camps. They both love banning books. They didn't get invited to the gay party.
The movie is going to be fun. We are intimidating.
We ban you. We are the kings.
Yes.
We know, and we banned you from our gay party. I have a lot of power.
So those are the people that follow me around. And they try to intimidate me, but I'm not allowed to record them. They don't want me to find out who they are because they don't want me to name them in a lawsuit. Go submitting public records requests. Oh, this is cool, actually. When I was, this lady was super nice right here. So I went to the Secretary of State's office at Nevada, and they've got this huge, huge safe they used to use back when, well, thinking 1800s, 1900s, for all of the documents at the Secretary of State's office.
And this was, it went a little bit further back.
So it doesn't really go back at all anymore.
Right now, we have the stairs back there, and they put the rebar up.
That looks, yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Now it's just a piece of artwork.
Right? And this was.
But anyways, yep. Shout out to that gal. She was pretty cool. Okay. Board of Trustees. Cisco Aguilar. Political candidate, the German filmmakers. There's the gal that was pretty cool for that. She said some other stuff that was interesting though in another video. Is that the one she, let's see if I can find that video, because that video is kind of telling too. Scroll down. Where did it go? Oh, here. That's not the one. Maybe it is. Where did it go? Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, here, this video. Put this one up there. There it goes. This video has gotten a lot of views. So what do you think of this thing here? Sure you can guess. So about a week and a half ago, I was on your website and looking at my votes history. And my vote history was wrong. It showed that I'd voted in the primary election this last time around by mail. I didn't vote. And it also showed a previous election where I voted by mail-in ballot that I didn't mail-in ballot. I've always voted in person. So if my stuff is wrong, and I know other people have said their stuff's wrong, how can we be assured that votes are correctly counted and tabulated when incorrect information is published? I'm just doing a public information request, and then my real questions are, I'm sure you can guess. So yeah, in the state of Nevada, you can go to the Secretary of State's office, and there's a tab where you can see how you voted in the past. But let's see here, how long we got into this one so far. We'll see how much longer I can keep this going here. Might have to come back for part 3 here in a little while after I go take care of some more stuff. I don't think any of these videos were. So far I had, what, an hour and a half into it earlier. So I'm almost 3 hours into this task for the court. All because I filed a lawsuit saying my civil rights were violated. I have to spend a whole bunch of time finding stuff so that the defense can prove that I'm doing something naughty. Oh, look at this person right here. Just crazy. There's Sheriff Balaam. We went and talked to him. Public records request. How far down the list are we here? October 7th. They said I got to go back to September 1st. So this guy right here, this guy is, he was the district attorney. His name is Jason Woodbury. He prosecuted me for a year for recording in public. And he got promoted to judge by Governor Lombardo. And now his wife is running for Assembly 40 against me. So we got two gals running for Nevada Assembly 40 against me. And these two gals are both ex-state of Nevada employees. One of them used to run the DMV because, of course, we want somebody to be legislating laws to make life in our government more like the DMV. That'll make things a lot better. And the other one was the director of the Ethics Commission and worked for another governor. And when she was in the Ethics Commission, she denied 74% of the complaints. And that's his wife, Stacy Woodbury. So in the ballot here next year, you're going to see Stacy Woodbury versus Julie Butler. They're both ex-government employees, probably keep the government exactly the same. No accountability versus me. And if you vote for me, well, I just want government accountability. So what I'll do is I'll make laws to hold the government accountable while they go make laws to make we the people more accountable to them. Because for them, it's all about the power that they exercise over us. Anyways, that's Mr. Jason Woodbury, big belly. Yeah, he's got a really big belly right there. And I think he's just pretty corrupt. Let's see here how much more time we got tonight before I got to sign back off again. Yeah, exactly. Oh, here's one. Carson City, Nevada government. They deleted 11,653 public comments from social media. So if you went and left Carson City on one of their social media pages, like Carson City Sheriff, Carson City government, Carson City whatever, that the government controls, supposed to be a public forum, and you went and left comments on there, there's a pretty good chance that they deleted your public comments and made them all go away. Everybody should thank Mayor Lori Bagwell. I think she's pretty corrupt. Call her out. I'm calling all these government people out because all these government people like Lori Bagwell, she used to work for the Department of Corrections. And rumor is she was running these big multi-million-dollar programs that were all big scams. That's what the rumor is. I don't have proof, so I'm just saying what the rumors are. But it was like a recycling program that a whole bunch of money went into, and we don't know where the money went to, and the program's not being used. So that's kind of the rumor about Mayor Bagwell when she was at the Department of Corrections, is there were issues with money there. Yeah, you got it. That's deleting public records. You're so right. And they only did it 11,653 times. Oh, let's keep scrolling down there. There's DA Woodbury, and we're back to October 5th. So don't think I said anything naughty about them. Oh, here's the chief investigator for the Nevada Attorney General's office when he got pulled over by a cop, and he was just an utter dick, entitled government employee. That's what he was. There's Internal Affairs. I don't think I said anything about the lawyers at Internal Affairs. But yeah, these guys, I kept asking them questions and they wouldn't tell you shit. They're not really going to investigate anything. These people at Reno Police, their job is to cover up for themselves. That's my opinion. But go back and watch their videos too if you want to. October 3rd, whoops, that one got a bunch of views, 4,500 likes on this one. What was this one about? Let's see if I got a minute to share here. Public forums, you cannot ban me unless I commit a crime or you've got a reason to trespass me. Am I being violent? Am I acting out? But as I'm operating as a member of media, of press, and if you don't think I'm press, here's a little card from the government. So that's all that I operate under. And they banned me, and your officers enforce the ban under threat of a citation, violating my civil rights. Go, Reno, go. There's that one there. What else do we got here? Nothing with Lindsay, Liddell. Oh, there's Stacy Woodbury. That's the, remember the fat dude? That's his wife right there. She's all about family community service. And again, she used to be the director of the Ethics Commission. And from the information that I've gotten on this woman so far, if you made a complaint to the Ethics Commission when she was in charge of it, she only she got rid of and kicked out, deleted 74% of the complaints and only investigated a small percentage of them. So that's your choice for my competition. You get the woman that pretty much ignores your ethics complaints and doesn't give a shit about them, and wants to protect the government and the government actors. Or again, you get me. I just want to make laws to hold the government accountable, and all the rest of it, I think we're already accountable. I don't think we need to add more laws. We need to get rid of laws that restrict the people. October 1st, I'm down to October 1st here. So what's this one here? Civil Service Commission. Oh, this one might have got me in trouble. What's this one? Didn't wanna, okay, so this is one where they accused me of doxing people. So yeah, they said I was doxing a government employee by putting this public information out. Sorry, my dog's going a little bit nuts. Oh, there's PK O'Neill retiring. The incumbent retired on October 1st. PK was a good old government employee for long too. He voted to raise taxes, and anyways, that's what I'm against. Lithium Motors donation to $10,000. Yeah, Lithium Motors. So if you guys bought a car from Lithium Motors, they gave $10,000 to this LGBTQ organization that promotes, whoa, dog's upset. Am I allowed to say grooming? Grooming. But anyways, I think I got to cut it off for the night. And I'll come back tomorrow morning and we'll start streaming some more and keep going through until we get through September 1st, where maybe I'm talking about these attorneys some more in some of these other videos. Yeah. So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Have a good night, and tune in tomorrow morning. I'll try to log in a little earlier tomorrow morning and finish this if you're interested in seeing what I've got to collect and give to the government. See you later.